The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
What's going on, Octo family? We are taking a look at a SPAC, which wasn't cool about 2 months ago when we started talking about it, and it's starting to gain some traction. What that means is people are starting to pay more for it. We're already making money. Did anyone start buying this when we started talking about it a month, two ago, something like that? Regardless, we got a lot of crazy information out there. I want to make sure y'all are protected. That way we can hold on to these green soldiers that we have worked so hard to develop. In my eyes, this might be the golden unicorn of sports-related electronic vehicles that could ever go to the stock market. Why? We're going to dive in and take a look. We're going to connect some dots, and I'll let you decide at the end. GRG Style. You heard of that? Sounds kind of cheesy, right? GRG Style. What is that? Keep finding out. Envisioned Energy Electric Vehicles. Y'all heard of that? Envision. The GG80 is an electric concept vehicle that brings together beautiful design with beautiful energy to signpost the future of mobility. The GFG Cibula GG80 is a smart electric sedan developed in collaboration with Envisioned Energy. Remember that? A leader in smart energy management. The vehicle uses Envision's ENOS Energy IoT platform to integrate with the surrounding energy infrastructure, allowing the car to become intelligently integrated into the wider energy ecosystem. The design is functional and ergonomic, echoing the seamless integration of ENOS. What does this mean right here? This thing can pull, receive, push, store energy wirelessly. This is getting crazy. Solar panels, wind stuff. Imagine if you could wirelessly charge all that through a big city. Imagine if buildings had solar panels and a car driving by could pull energy and charge while it's driving by. But vice versa, if the car was full of battery, you could charge the buildings next to it. If you go pull up to get something to eat at a coffee shop or something, in your electric vehicle, you could be charging the lights. You could have paid for the lights. Y'all ever heard of Jaro? Jaro? Does that sound familiar at all? Jaros? 2018 marked his 80th birthday. This car is in a celebration of a lifetime dedicated to iconic automotive design. When I first saw the front end of this car, I knew exactly who designed it. Especially when I saw the back glass. Can anyone correlate what that dude has made? Look at the back end of this car. What do you think? What do you think about that? Other cars they make, Gilardo. How about the Vision 2030? This thing is absolutely incredible. Electronic vehicle here. By the way, this is driving. This thing drives, it scoots, it does everything. This rear spoiler lifts up, it can go through the snow. They are touting this thing is a all-weather vehicle. In the snow, all-wheel drive. Look at the windows, look at the top. Can you imagine taking this snowboarding? Okay. This guy's taking his skis out. Here's the dude's son, that dude who just had the 80th birthday. This is his son who's now running the company. He's showing that you can even fit skis in the back trunk of this thing. Pretty incredible for a supercar. They even literally took it off-roading in the dirt and the rocks. I've got a lot of videos and links in here if you want to take a look and look out more. Other vehicles that this team has made, the Ferretto, the Ferretto series, a vineyard and fruit orchard tractors. They're even making tractors cool. How about this? This is a mid-size SUV. This looks actually pretty good if you ask me. The Landwind Yo. How about the Vision 2030 Desert Raid Edition? The zero-emission hyper SUV. It's the same as that green one, I believe, but it's the Desert Raid Edition. Fifth wheel on top. Right? Cold wing windows up top. This thing's so cool. How about the Medini Dora? A full electric 4-wheel drive Barchetta sports car. Does that look like a Lambo to anybody? Just a little bit. How about a two-seater with a massive four-wheel drive and four-wheel steering? We've talked about that before, the Mitsubishi 3000 GT. How about the turn signals on the back? I think this thing's amazing. This one here is called the Kangaroo. China could dominate Italy's electric car market in 10 years. Here are these two gentlemen. This is the father and the son who's now running it mainly in China. Within 10 years, Italy will be flooded with electric cars manufactured in China, predicted car designer Fabrizio Giugiaro at a conference in Turin, Italy, Automotive Manufacturing Center. And his father, Giorgio, sold their remaining stake of their Turin-based design studio, Ital Design, you heard of that, to Volkswagen last year. Giorgio won fame as the designer of such cars as the Fiat Uno and the Volkswagen Golf, as well as the sportier Ferraris and Alfa Romeos. The pair currently work China in the design of high-end cars that can cater to the needs and tastes of car buyers throughout the world. So what happened? Soon after these guys got out of Ital Design, they basically sold it off to Volkswagen. Guess who came and swooped in and was like, hey, we heard you're looking for a new place to settle. China. China said, hey, we can be homies. Now look at that. Now they're our best friends. They're smart. What else did he design? Does anyone remember this? It's the first car it's reminding me of. This is a early 90s Subaru all-wheel drive V6 SVX. Has anyone ever been in here? See the window design? This was well known, that he made this because the windows, the Lamborghini guy made the windows design for the Subaru SVX. So awesome. Who is Envisioned though? So who's Envisioned? Now we're going to wrap around Envisioned, that other company that's working and making all these new vehicles up here. All right, all the technology. It's Envisioned here. Bring the beautiful energy closer to you. These guys not only are making electronic vehicles, they make these monster windmills. All right, CO2 reduction, coal savings. Okay. Envision's AESC is the vehicle division which used to build for Nissan. Do they still build for Nissan? I'm not really sure. So Envision has a whole nother division that builds just focusing on electronic vehicle stuff. They've got EVs, they've got commercial EVs, they've got buses. Showing here. Their battery platforms. This is they were the ones who designed all that and what was utilized for the Nissan Leaf. It was these guys. So this battery setup to me looks like the Arrival setup, where you've got these little boxes that are all super smart. They've got their own BMS and stuff. So if something happens with that one, you can just replace that one and just screw it in and plug and play. I think that's what's going on here. Guess who else Envision has worked with? Virgin, Mr. Branson, Virgin, Envision, Asian, Audi, Volkswagen, Julius, race against climate change. So Virgin has electric Formula One car here, which is absolutely nuts. They're also Envision. They've also doing plug and play maintenance free cost savings. So they've got battery storage. So think of this as like the BMRG thing. So for commercial buildings and stuff, you can set up these boxes here and power can get distributed and held in these things. This other technology, the one I was telling you about, the ENOS, the Auto Wireless Electric Vehicle Charging, they're doing that too. This is a monster company. Why do we care? Why do we care about all this? Virgin's very own Sir Richard Charles Nicholas Branson works with Envision Group, and he has a SPAC called VGAC. Remember that Wall Street Bets place I was telling you about? I called it the Trust Fund YOLOers. Okay? Like it or not, these guys can move some markets here and there. and they're hypers. But let's get into what was written about VGAC. Due diligence alert, heavy buy recommend. If you ever hear someone write or say those words, heavy buy recommend to you, just stop listening or take what they're saying with a grain of salt. Okay. VGAC ticker, VGACW, the warrants, they're now split. Richard Branson's VG Acquisition Corp will be expanding their collaboration with the Vision EV of China's Envisioned Energy. Envision's EV division, which owns a majority stake in Virgin's EV division, will go public in merger valued at no less than $5 billion valuation. Where did he pull that from? I'll let y'all figure that out. They are looking for PIPE investment to bring the potential capital raise over $2 billion. Do those numbers add up to you? Valued at less than $5 billion? Then he's going to look for potential capital raise for PIPE for $2 billion? If that's all true, judging by my math, that means that if this is right, Virgin will have over 50% of the company. Does that make any sense to anybody? Or do most SPACs only have around 10% ownership, 10 or 12%? Does over 50% of the company make any sense? I don't know. He also dropped the link there, introduced the concept for Envisioned Virgin electric vehicle. They have been working on this for years. Industry partners Geely, Polestar, Volvo is involved with the Geely thing. Polestar, amazing. That's the Volvo Connect. Polestar is another electronic vehicle company that is speculated to maybe go on the stock market eventually, which would be fantastic. They're awesome too. Lotus, Volvo, Volkswagen, and more. This car is insanely advanced, an electric car. It's great, only connects platform, yes. So, take this with a grain of salt here. This PIPE thing and the valuation, he doesn't show any proof or say why he thinks that or anything. Keep that in mind. So that started happening. Regardless, this thing on the Wall Street Bets on Reddit, last time I looked, it had like 350 or something comments on this, just this post here. Wait, what did the guy say about the PIPE? Where does it say that anywhere in between 2 billion and 5 billion? Or why didn't he just call it like 332 billion? That's my question. Then I was also linked to this Facebook group. And there's a reason I stay out of a lot of places like the Facebook groups, a lot of groups, because the people running it usually are like this. It's the dude running it. He said, due diligence alert, big news. Gilaro, do you know who he is? Take a Google, do some research. I didn't plan on telling you this until next week, but the car is real and was made over 2 years ago. The Envisioned VGAC partnered, it's not true, with a legend to do it. If you dissed this car on my other post, like I said, you know nothing. Shares are still near IPO price. Warrants deeply discounted. If anyone ever tells you warrants deeply discounted, man, we are early. Let's get in. Let's get it. See link in pictures. Like I said, way better juice is coming, baby. This is the tip. Okay. Then he goes on to say, it says, is this real or is this all his opinion? Then later on, he's also said, they are poised to offer a line of luxury electronic vehicles with base options between $25,000 to $35,000, in my opinion. At least he added that. Again, this, all right, $25,000, $35,000 for these ex-Lamborghini guys. Electronic vehicles with all these ridiculous features. All-wheel steering, all-wheel drive. 25 grand? Look at these, wicked. You'll wish you could go back to the future to see these gains. Then he goes on to say, I have considered the possibility of course, and to be honest, if you're buying at these prices and it's either of those, you are making bank. The reason has to do with complex regulations for SPACs and ownership versus ownership of merger target. I think it's Envisioned Virgin EV because Virgin is now a minority holder. But I don't see a link. I never did. I scrolled through every single post. Where does it say that Virgin's a minority holder of Envision? They could be. I haven't seen the proof of that. It would make sense though, because Virgin, you might not know it, but they're like a big umbrella corp. They own tons of stuff, tons of brands, investment groups. So I'm sure they've invested in them because they are the people making their electronic vehicle. It totally makes sense. And plus, Virgin's really trying to hype on the whole sustainability ESG green movement. Regardless, he says, but after the merger, Branson himself will have a larger stake in the company. It's a win-win for the Envision and EV. It's the reason Branson didn't do his own SPAC for Virgin Galactic. He was majority owner at the time. Gave it up for merger though. Here's a piece that people are labeling connects a lot of dots. It makes some sense, but Richard Branson hints at a Tesla competitor from Virgin. So Richard's talked before. Basically, he's said that eventually Elon Musk might have a competitor, and it will be Virgin, which is awesome, man. If someone can really compete with Tesla, it might be someone like Richard Branson. This guy, like him or not, is absolute genius, right? And he has the power to get it done too, and get it done in a pretty quick manner. This would be a fantastic way to do it though. I'm totally with him. Let's get it done. So this also, does Envision do electric vehicle charging? I don't know if you paid attention to the logos up above or if you can see this on the screen here, but come to the site if you want to come take a look. It's down in the description. Always got it down there for you. Does Envision do electric vehicle charging? This guy said, these guys have it all figured out, VGAC. This, as far as I can tell, is a totally different brand of Envision. This has nothing to do with that other company. This is Envision vehicle charging, and they've got patents on the solar charging. So they come and set these places up. We've talked about these before. So they can come forklift this on your property. It's totally mobile. And then it takes the energy from the sun, because the top is solar panels, and then you can come and charge your vehicle on it. Super, super sweet. But this guy is claiming that it's the same Envision, and so he's saying this is going to be VGAC too. The logos are totally different. I searched and scanned for a long time for the real Envision that we're talking about here that's connected to Branson, and I see absolutely zero correlation. In fact, Envision here just got bought by Beam. Have you guys heard of that stock ticker, Beam? The solar charging thing. It's an awesome stock. That thing has just been whooping. They've already on the stock market. I don't know, man. This person here said, if it merges with Envision's its EV producer and they make solar charging stations, which I like more than the actual EV production. So, so there's tons of people. And this is why, I really got to let you guys know about all this, because they've got 60 reactions, 41 comments. There's people literally buying this thinking that this is the same Envision. Someone prove that to me. I don't think it's the same. Here's Envision's logo, Vision Solar. It looks nothing like it at all. EV charging. This guy Paul, he came in and said, if I'm not wrong, this is going public with Beam Global. Yes. What's the connection with the new SPAC? There isn't one. This guy Paul's on my side, right? He's like, no, dude. And then Mr. Forum leader here, Mr. Chris, says they're owned by Envision Energy. Where's the proof? In fact, where does it say energy? It says Vision Solar. It never says Vision Energy. And then Chris says, which owns Virgin Electronic Vehicles, which is not true. And then he says, which owns ChargePoint. You all know about ChargePoint, SBE? What do you think about that? And much more, he says. So Virgin is best friends with Envision. Pretty much. They're friends. So here is that Envision logo. It's round. Looks like an Earth or something. And then you got Virgin Racing. This is Virgin's website. So they're partnered. They're partnered for sure. Virgin does an excellent job of marketing. Excellent. They always have. That's why they're so iconic. Virgin, man, the brand. Race against climate change. Fan zone. They have a whole fan zone on the website. This is excellent, excellent PR. Envision Virgin Racing announced multi-year partnership with Iconic. I don't even know what that is. It's an app or something. What is that? They're hitting this side. Climate. This is on their site for the EV vehicle. Climate change. Hector, the EV driving vegan footballer who is also defending the planet. Way ahead here. Season 2021. This car is awesome. Totally awesome. Race against climate change. They're Envision. Race against climate change. They're branding that. They're branding that. They are marketing this thing. Woohoo. So good. Envision Virgin Racing TV. Sam Birds meets UFC Ultimate Fighting Champion legend Dan Hardy. So they're connecting UFC fans. Genius, dude. We meet the team challenging lives in Atlas Mountains. Okay. They're bringing in people from Atlas Mountains that are challenging life. Okay. Launch the world's first Marbula E series vehicle. That's great. So, could Virgin SPAC, by the way, we've got links. I got links to their SEC filings like this. Come here, goes to SEC filing. Take some of them public. I think so. I think you might. $400 million MERS, which doesn't seem like a lot. Like that homie up there was saying, he needs $3 billion pipe. The target listed on all referenced places for Virgin that I pulled from the SEC filings I was reading through their sites, through everything I could find, they all jointly say businesses that provide consumer experiences in the sectors which Virgin has historically created significant shareholder value. Search for targets that operate in consumer-facing industries in the U.S. and Western Europe. It did not say China or Asia. Capitalizing on Virgin's brand and global resources. Okay, well, that could be China. VGAC offers its partners the global, again China, resources of the Virgin Group, including its broad network of brand investing and operating executives to fuel growth and enhance value. We aim to elevate the profile of businesses that we invest in through the positive attention that an affiliation with the Virgin Group and our founder generates. Affiliates, that totally would go in. And the founder, Branson, totally. Furthermore, we offer targets access to the Virgin brand, which bring a fresh, innovative, and distinctive consumer proportion, shaking up the status quo to create businesses that lift experiences out of the ordinary. That's why I like him. This guy doesn't care what you think about him. He does his thing. He's a goofball. That's why I like him. Virgin's Group, core sectors, travel and leisure. Not too big on that right now, at least. Financial services, okay. Health and wellness, all right. Technology and internet enabled. Music and entertainment. Media and mobile. And renewable energy / resource efficiency. All right. We will primarily search for consumer-facing businesses. It's not really a consumer-facing business, I would call it. We are not, however, required to complete our initial business combination with a business in one of these sectors. So that leaves it up to, well, they can still pair with whoever they want, even if they didn't directly mention something that's in there. So what's the hope? What's the dream? Well, the dream is if they can take that Envision, not the solar company, That's actually Beam. But the Envisioned wind power guys and the ones who have the wireless city charging and are making the vehicles for the Lamborghini bros. That would be sick. Because then you're getting the ESG, the wireless charging stuff, and you're getting the super awesome, amazing electronic vehicles. I got a couple videos up there in the links when I was showing those pictures. Go watch the videos. It'll blow your mind. There's some other places they could go. If you don't know, Virgin Galactic, let's call it smaller spaceships. Chamath, Palihapitiya, right? That guy was the one who brought Virgin Galactic to the stock market. I'm sure Branson after that was like, wait a minute, if this guy can do it, I'm going to do it too. I hope Branson drops like 3 or 5 SPACs, man. He could end up just dominating the whole market. He's aggressive. He likes things that are going to change environments and disrupt stuff. He's a real disruptor. Chamath is not. Here are others they could take though. Virgin Active. Do you know Virgin's got an international workout facility chain, gyms? That might even be a good time to do this because Gold's Gym just went out of business. 24-hour Fitness is going out of business. Many others, lots of local gyms just went out of business. It'd be a perfect time for Virgin just come in and just buy out all those old gyms, brand them Virgin, have their own red equipment, make them sick. Virgin America, Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Australia, Virgin Money. Just like their PayPal, okay? If we had crypto in there, I don't know. All right, I don't know if that's in there. It's just me speculating, but Virgin Money, it's like a Stripe, right? Dude, Virgin Mobile, okay? Virgin Media, Virgin Record, that's already, but Voyages. Here's some companies that they invest in through their shells, which could also work. Pinterest, Ring, Slack, Square, TransferWise. Could be TransferWise because they were talking about that stuff up there, remember? Could be fintechy stuff. TransferWise would be good. Slack and Ring, Twitter, they're not going to take that, obviously, or Square. But just get that realm. There's so many cool things. This is the one I really want too. The Virgin Hyperloop. If you don't know, this one's super sweet. Build these big old tunnels, let's say in between Sacramento and LA, or let's say Sacramento to Reno or something. Imagine if they built a big tunnel thing and they put a train inside of it. And they do this for many reasons, but the big one is they can just fly 670 miles an hour. Can you imagine how fast you could go from Tahoe? What if you go to Tahoe from Sacramento or the Bay Area in like 30 minutes? Boom! 670 miles an hour. These things are dope. There's more information here if you want to come take a look. Okay, so Branson isn't in the SEC filings, which I was upset with at the beginning. I was like, Branson's not even in there, but he's all over it. They do mention in the SEC filings, but he's not directly listed as he's actively involved, really, kind of. He's listed on the website, though, too, so as the founder, though. But they're saying in here it's the same thing, that we can tap into his network, and with him, he's going to help out. So on paper, he's not in the SPAC, but he is. Of course, his team's going to absolutely rock. I'm just going to name some notable team connections that I found going through all the teams that are in here. Experience covers sectors ranging from aviation and travel, health, wellness, media, and mobile to financial services and renewable energy. Evans serves as the board's Virgin Hotels, Virgin Voyages, Virgin Galactic, Virgin Orbit, BMR Energy, and he also served the board of Virgin America prior to its sale to Alaska Air Group and the board Aqua Venture Holdings. He's founding partner of Virgin Green Fund. So we've got more ESG green stuff. A private equity fund focusing on renewable energy and resource efficiency sectors. This other chick, she serves as the board of directors on Snowflake, ServiceNow, DocuSign, and Warby Parker. Iconics Inc. is a holding company which engages in the provision of electric manufacturing services. It operates through the following segments: computer, pieces. This one is speculated. I'm not 100% sure on that. Automotive, consumer. The reason why is because one of the guys said that he used to, or he still works for Iconics Inc. There's 2 Iconics Incs. One's like electric stuff, and then one is water cleaning and preservation stuff. So ESG or maybe some electric stuff. I'm guessing it's the ESG one though. Things to note. Okay, Avanti. Nah, maybe. What is Avanti? He said, look at this beast, Avanti on revenue. So on Robinhood, this is listed under Avanti. I have no idea what that means, but it is what it is. I even checked it, but still make sure that it'll say, like, if you search for Avanti, it'll say Avanti acquisition. You click on it. On Robinhood, it goes VG Acquisition Corp, also called Avanti. But then make sure it says VGAC if you want to end up buying this one. But just be careful out there with these people, please. I don't think it would drop this low again. Okay, be careful when you hear stuff like this. I don't think it would drop this low again. If you ain't buying now, you're going to regret it. Load the bus on VGAC warrants. Due diligence alerts, massive buy recommend. My greatest pick ever. This is the next Tesla unicorn. This is the biggest EV merger to date, in my opinion. I am the first to break the news. Absolutely no one has put this together until now. I am 110% sure that VGAC will bring Virgin's EV division, including the F1 and commercial public, in 2021. He's putting a date on it now. VGAC warrants are the most epic warrant pickup right now. I will be posting my due diligence over the next week, but here are a few highlights to spark your curiosity. I encourage all of you to look into this. I'm just saying, just be careful, all right? There are so many people that are just posting some nonsense, always. And people are subscribers and stuff that they'll write me too and be like, oh, they'll just say something crazy. What do I always ask? Where's the link? Give me a link to something to prove it. People getting hyped up all over StockTwits, Facebook, yada, yada. I mean, this is just ridiculous, right? Due diligence isn't just write down your dream scenario, you know. Oh, they're going to be like 25 grand. They need 5 billion a pipe. Okay. So they're going to own like 60%. I don't think so. Where do I think Virgin's going to go? I hope it's Envisioned. That'd be super tight. It could even be just the division of the AESC. I don't know if they'd go with a full division of Envisioned because it's massive, right? But yeah, if they want to go after just the car part of it, the AESC, that'd be sweet. That'd be super awesome. But again, there is that connection to them. But dude, Branson has got 7,000 million trillion connections with 7 million trillion businesses other than Envisioned. So why isn't one of those? There's literally nothing connecting it other than the fact he said he wants to compete with Tesla one day. Okay, that is big. And he's worked with them, so great. That's it though. I hope it happens. But regardless, I'm sure Virgin's they're Virgin, dude. They're gonna pick something that's probably got hype factor, cool factor. They understand that. They understand the cool factor. That's one thing they get. Just be careful of all the nonsense out there. Protect yourself. What's going on with this? I love these cars. I hope they hit the whole division, because then we get a piece of this too. And then I might just buy one with the gains. I'll even buy the tractor. What do you think? What's going on though? What's going on with the tickers? Well, when we were talking about it first, it was $10, $9.95 when it wasn't cool yet. Now it's starting to get cool because people were out there lying. All right. These units overnight the other day got up to $11. Boom. Everything was following it. In fact, I think the commons went higher. Maybe not. I think it's showing. I believe they actually got to like 12 or something crazy. In fact, I think the units did too. It was a weird spike, but I think they were both up to like 12 or 13 or something. So we're getting some big money movement in here. Watch it. This is not something, you know, don't be chasing SPACs that are like $13 or something before we even have any glimpse from either side of the company. If we get a Roosters article that comes out and says, yeah, Sir Francis Richard Nicholas Branson is probably going to merge with these, that's different. But this is just total speculation mode, dude. Don't be going too nuts on this. You know, if you can get an entry around 11 is what I'll pay for something that doesn't have any glimpse of hope for an exact target other than just pure speculation, right? Other than that, just don't, dude. I mean, what are the warrants at? Dude, they were up to like 250. This is lowest has been is about $1.20. You know, so you get cut in half. Your money get cut in half on the warrants. I'm sure y'all understand the managing of the risks, right? Regardless, I just want y'all to be safe. Add some information if you got it on this. I'll try to update this if any more comes out, but come take a look at the website. I really hope that this does come true. I hope some of that speculation is true. I hope that it does end up being 60% of the company. I really want to own some of that, the Lambo fam, the Subaru SVX fam. What do you think? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It helps out. Even share the video with your friends. That's what we really want. We also have a Patreon, though, where I'm sliding you guys deals and information before the rest of the videos get out. People are getting lots of entries and making a ton of money. And it makes me so happy to say that. I'm just so happy and thankful that I'm here to help people, and it's working.
Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.